Hello friends, welcome for another tutorial session. So, do you spend more than 8 hours at your work? If yes, then my dear friend, your daily work management is very poor. You see, 8 hours are fair enough to complete your task, subjected that you have planned your day efficiently. That is where the daily work management comes into pictures. Let us understand how to manage your day. When we say daily work management, it is very important to understand what work to be done and what not to be done. Have you ever analyzed what kind of activities you do daily or weekly or even monthly? Have you analyzed? If I am not wrong, we all are best at crisis management. And in our daily routine, most of our time goes in crisis management. If I'm not wrong, most of you will agree that we perform 150% while managing the crisis. That PPC person says customer line will stop, we are already created so much of backlog, and the other hand side, one machine is under breakdown, die is under breakdown, but our efficient manager will say, don't worry sir, I will manage this. Dispatch will not suffer. I will manage this. I'm very good at crisis management. So I hope all of you will agree with this. So, one of our daily work is crisis management, and of course, then we do routine work, making reports, attending daily meetings, making shift schedules. As per our role and responsibilities, we do our routine activities. So, after crisis management and routine activities, if we get some time, so once in a while we do improvement activities also. Usually in companies, they form a department named improvements, or it's a part of NPD, which coordinates all improvement activities with production quality and maintenance to increase productivity basically, or reduce quality defects. It's not a part of routine work or a habit of leaders or managers to do improvement activities. So broadly, we do crisis management, routine activity, and sometimes improvement activities also. But these activities we don't do in a planned way. We do as they comes to us. When there is a crisis, we do crisis activities. When we get some time, we do routine activities. Uh, in some more spare time, we do improvement activities. Or if there is need to do improvement activities, like there is a Kaizen month or there is customer requirement, then we do improvement activities. So we don't do all these activities in a planned way. We randomly do these activities. Now, how should we distribute our activities? Just look at the table. This There is a table. So you have a rectangular box diagonally bisected into position. There are improvement activities and there are routine activities, and there are levels of manpower in a plant: associate level, supervisor level, and higher management level. The name may be different from organization to organization. Normally, there will be a bottom level, some workers will be there, and there will be a middle level where supervisors, assistant manager will be there. Then there will be a higher level, HODs, plant manager, CEO, all those. Now you just see this box. What does this indicate? If you see it at lower level, at worker level, associate level, operator level, the portion of routine activity is more, and improvement part activity is less. And when you just climb up the ladder, means you go in a middle level, supervisor, managers. So that routine activity is little bit reduced and improvement activities is increased. And more higher the ladder you go, HODs, routine activities portion is very less, and improvement activities portion is more. So takeaway is the worker, they have to do defined routine activities, filling up check sheets, operating the machine, initial cleaning, every routine activities, that is repeated activities. They have to follow that process control standards, and they have to follow the instructions. And while doing routine activities, they should do some suggestion, give some kaizen related to their work area, or even other area also they can do. But quantum of routine activity is more, and improvement is more. Improvement activity is less. And when you go supervisor manager level, so there their routine activities is decreased, but improvement activities are increased. Means they have to verify the routine um, job cards or check sheets and make reports, but they have to spend more time on improvement activities. And on the top management side, they have to do very little routine activities. They have to spend most of their time on improvement activities. You see, when machine is okay, material is okay, everything is fine, then what is the role of these leaders? Machine is running okay, material, they are getting material time to time, they are getting input raw material. So machines are nowadays fully automatic CNC controlled machine. So operator have to press the button only. Everything is fine, then productivity will come. Then what the middle level or senior level have to do? They have to do improvements. They have to find the ways to reduce losses, increase productivity. Agree? So what work you have to do and what not to do, you have to refer this table. See at what level you are and what should be your part of work, what should be your part of contribution to the organization. To make a effective, efficient daily work management schedule, you must be very clear what activities you will do and what activities you have to delegate. Daily work management is not a single person's activity. Any culture, any system starts from top to bottom. CEO will make his daily work management based on his priorities. Then HODs will make their work management based on their priorities. And they will delegate activities down the line, and the down the line will do daily work as per allocated work. So that is why I told you in daily work management what to be done and what not to be done is very important. So before we move on how to draft a daily work management plan, let us see one more slide. Now, in this slide, I'm showing you a four quadrant of time management or type of activities we do. As in first, like we discussed about crisis management, routine activity, improvement activities. So whatever we activities do in our daily routine, they fall in these four quadrants only. In our daily routine, they fall in these four quadrants only. We talk about first quadrant, quadrant one. So there comes activities which are important and urgent that we cannot ignore. The activities which cannot be ignored that has to be done right now. Like we discussed crisis management, the dispatch has to go today, that has to go today. There is no if and but. Kind of firefighting. So all activities which cannot be deferred. So those comes under quadrant one, important and urgent. So we mostly spend our time in this quadrant. If you analyze your day, so you most of your time will be going in this quadrant. You will be doing important and urgent activities throughout the day. Then comes quadrant two. So that is important but not urgent. These activities are important but they are not urgent. So in this, the activities which uh, which calls for a planning, preventive measures. So you have a vision that after 1 month you will be doing this thing, after 2 months you will be doing these things. So all those activities which give you planning, vision, sort of work-life balance, those activities come under quadrant two. Those are important but not urgent. Then come quadrant three. These activities are not important but urgent. Suddenly there is a customer visit. You have to leave all the activities and maintain your records, your plant. All of a sudden, MD calls for a meeting. You have to leave all your plant working to go over there and you have to attend that meeting. You cannot effort. That was not important for you, but has become urgent because it's called from customer or MD. So some of the activities goes in this also, this quadrant also in our daily. Then comes quadrant four. That is not urgent and not important. These are time killing activities. This sort of activities bound us to stay more than 8 hours. Just you're coming to the office at 9 a.m. You're punching the card. Hello, how are you? How did Narendra Modi's visit was there? Uh, कल तो यार ममता बनर्जी ने कमाल कर दिया. Seeing that WhatsApp status, good morning messages, forwarding good morning messages. These are time killers. So they are not important and not urgent, but you are spending your time on them. So just keep in mind these all four quadrant and analyze your day falls into what quadrant. Normally, all our activities are in quadrant 1, 3, and 4. Very less activities in quadrant 2. Normally, if you honestly analyze your day, you'll find this. So most of our activity falls in quadrant 1, 3, and 4. And where most of the activities should fall? They should fall in quadrant 2. If you are planning efficiently, effectively, 99% of your activities go in quadrant 2 only. So keep this in mind while deciding, while planning your daily work management. How should we plan our DWM or our activities? So, for planning your DWM, you must know what is your objective in organization. You should be very clear about that. Your KRA, your key result area. For example, if you talk about a maintenance department, so their objective is to make equipment available for production whenever it is needed. There should not be any unplanned breakdown of equipment, right? So to meet this objective, they have to do a lot of activities, micro activities. So once you clear about your objective, then list down all the activities required to meet those objectives. Consider each and every activity, whether it is routine activities or it is improvement activities or analysis activities. List down each and every activities. Now, like I gave example of maintenance. So if maintenance department has to ensure all the equipment available for the production, So what they have to do? They have to carry out a preventive maintenance. So for carrying out preventive maintenance, they should have a schedule. To carry out a preventive maintenance, they should have a defined check sheet of every machine. They should have a spares for every machine. To have a spares, they will have to raise purchase intent. They have to follow up with the store. They have to maintain a minimum stock list. They, the HOD of maintenance should review its manpower. So they should have sufficient manpower to carry out preventive maintenance or breakdown maintenance. So like this, there will be n number of activities to meet those objective. In later stages, you will decide who has to do what activities. But at planning stage, you should note down each and every activities which comes under preview of meeting your objective in organization, right? So once you have listed down all the activities, now tabulate those activities and write down what kind of activity is that, routine or improvement. We have discussed that table. We have discussed that table in previous slides, that operator has to do most of the routine activities, then middle management have to less routine activities, more improvement activities. So differentiating those things, when you listed down all the micro activities, now write down routine or improvement in front of each activities. For example, we are discussing with the maintenance department only. Let us uh, take a few example of the routine and improvement activities. Now, when we say maintenance department has to make equipment available for production, so they will make a preventive maintenance schedule. So making a schedule, it is not improvement, it is not a routine activity, it is a improvement activities, because you are making a schedule for a machine. So that will not be done every day. Once the machine has come, you will make this schedule, and that will some other person in the team did follow that schedule. Then execute or carry out preventive maintenance as per schedule, that some fitter, electrician or engineer will do. That comes under routine activity. So write down routine in front of that. Now, one that team has done preventive maintenance, and they have came out with the findings that as per check sheet all these things were okay, but this thing was supposed to be fail in 6 months, but this has failed in quarterly. We have found that in quarterly maintenance this has failed. So you will analyze, HOD will analyze the findings of preventive maintenance. Analysis part, that comes under improvement. Based on that analysis, you will realign the preventive maintenance check sheet or schedule, that comes under improvement. So write down improvement in that. Now similarly for breakdown maintenance, you will somebody will from production will send a breakdown slip. Your engineer will receive the slip and attend the breakdown. That is routine activity. So write down routine in front of that. Receiving breakdown slip, issuing material from store, routine activities. Now attending breakdown, routine activities. Now after attending breakdown, doing YY analysis and seeing what is the countermeasure has been taken, review of that, that is improvement. So write down improvement. So in this way you write down routine or improvement in front of each activities. So once you've done that bifurcation of routine and improvement activities, so now take and delegate. Now comes the what to do and what not to do. If you are at a HOD level, most of the improvement activities will come under your scope. You have to take that. And routine activities based on type of routine activities. So you have to some routine activities you will delegate to middle management. Some will go to the bottom line, electrician, fitters, and some improvement, and most of the improvement activities will be in your scope. So accordingly, take or delegate means what to do and what not to do. So pass away those activities in the team, accordingly decide their daily work routine and your work routine. Now, when you have made this routine versus and improvement activities, you must write down frequency of execution of those activities also. Some activities will be you will be doing on daily basis, some will be done on weekly basis, some will be on monthly basis, isn't it? So now list on all those activities which you have taken. So now you have 8 hours. Make hourly chart of those activities depending upon your way of operation of your organization. Some organization have departmental morning meetings, then plant level morning meetings. So depending upon your organization way of working, you distribute all those activities in hourly chart. And then an effective hourly chart is that you must have at least 15% of your time free, and that mostly that should be at the end of shift. And what for that spare time is? That spare time is activities of quadrant 3. Not important but urgent. Immediately some customer has come, MD has called a meeting, CEO has called a meeting. So some of your routine activities which you have planned as per your day chart, hourly chart, will skip. But those activities which you have skipped due to some urgent call, that should be covered in that day only at that 15% of spare time. This time you have either you will utilize for completing those activities, or you will utilize that times for improvement, self improvement, or upgrading your team, trainings, all those things, right? So this way, if you uh, define your chart, it will be more effective. Now you have done your activity, defined activities, make chart, but there must be a tracking mechanism also. All those activities, you have your objectives, that is KRA, your key result areas. To meet those key result areas, you have defined some activities, you have planned your day accordingly. Then you should measure those also. So that is key performance indicator sheet you have to make against those, that I am doing this thing, these activities I am performing, these are the key results indicators which will tell me whether these we are doing it effectively or not. And then evaluate KPIs and realign activities, that is PDCA, plan do check act, right? I hope I am able to clear you how to define your daily activities. In separate session we will actually demonstrate all list of activities and try to draft a daily work management chart. But in this session I have just shown you how to make draft your daily work management chart. Now let us move on to some frequently asked questions.